Hi everyone, in this video we will see a simple mechanism of foldable scissor. The main parts are cutting blade and handle. The cutting action as well as folding of handle is achieved using some pivots. Let's start. Open a new part file. Create a sketch on front plane, draw a circle at the center as shown. Draw some construction lines for reference, to define the height of cutting blade and pivots. Defining the length of each reference from center pivot, follow the dimensions as shown. Create the main edges of the blade as shown. Now, creating the pivot for the handle part of scissor. Overall the height of blade is 65 mm. Now, create an offset line as shown. This below part of the blade will have more thickness. The base sketch is done, let's save the blade. Extrude the selected contours of the sketch as shown for 1 mm. Now extruding the bottom part of blade by 1 mm on other side. Filleting the edges as shown. Now, we will create the sharpened edge of blade. Create a plane, with the edge of blade as a reference. Select the topmost point as second reference. Create a new sketch on this plane. Drawing a triangle which we will cut extrude from the part. Simply extrude the sketch. It will cut along the blade edge, as it is the normal direction of the created plane. Lastly, filleting the top edge. The blade component is now completed. Again, open a new part to create the handle. Create a sketch on front plane. We will start by creating the reference for the pivot for blade. Make sure to follow the dimensions closely. Creating reference lines to locate the center of handle. Creating ellipse for the handle shape as shown. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for upcoming videos. The top center part of the handle is a free shape spline. Again here, we will create some curves as we will have different sketch contours for different extrusions. Extruding the first contour as shown, we will later shell it as its corresponding handle has to fit in it while folding. Saving the part as handle. Use shell feature. Now, extruding the remaining part of handle on one side. I did one mistake. While the handle will close, it will interfere with its counterpart, modifying the sketch and consequently the first extrude as shown. Now the handle is good to go. Lastly, we will create a center pivot, along which the cutting action of scissor will be possible. Save the part. Open a new assembly document. Insert the central pivot. We will mate the origin of central pivot with the origin of assembly to bring it at the center. Now importing the blade and the handle. Simply mating the center pivot with the slot in blade. And then the handle to the blade as shown. We will add a temporary mate, which will be enabled while visualizing the cutting action. Let's save it. Lastly, mirror the blade and handle along the right plane of assembly. Make sure Create Opposite Hand version is not checked. The scissor is ready and we can play with the mechanism. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for upcoming videos.